That's right. Put it down for the streets. That's right. Pass that Dutch. 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 Come on, pass the Dutch, baby. Shake, shake, shake your stuff, ladies.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is another story time. As you can tell by the title below, it's going to be a story time of when I sued my best friend for $30. So, you guys let me know if you think that it was petty for me to do this or if you understand why I did it. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Y'all, like I told y'all before, I love telling story times because a lot of crazy stuff happened and I need to just get this off my chest. And this story just happened recently, probably like a couple months ago, and I still haven't let it go. So you guys need to let me know if I should just let it go or if I have a reason to be upset and to be petty. So I'm also going to be getting ready, doing a little, not a get ready with me, but I'm going to be doing my makeup. I already put some foundation and my eyebrows on. I was like, let me tell y'all this story because I want to know if I was the petty one or if I was right. So, this is going to be a story about my friend. We're going to call her Candace. So my friend named Candace, she had a boyfriend named John, right? So her and John were like the typical couple, like they fight all the time, they get into it. But Candace is my friend, John is not my friend. He's just my friend's boyfriend. I don't have a problem with him, I just don't like him, you know? So anything because you know how you just don't like your friend's boyfriend because of the stuff that they tell you. And he hasn't done anything personally to me. It's just, yeah, you just know that one day Candace had, it's hard for me to remember their name because it's so close. Candace had called me and was like, okay, me and John, we want to sell our car. We need you to follow us to where we need to go, which was like 30-45 minutes away, and bring us back after we sell the car. First of all, you guys are selling your car. Why aren't they coming to you? Why are you driving to them to sell them your car? Now it make no sense because they will be leaving with a car and you will be stuck. But I guess that's why you needed me to follow y'all. So I was like, okay, cool, but my car don't run on friendship, so you need to give me some gas money, you know, you need to kick in some gas money. And she was like, oh, okay, fine. How much do you need? And I was like, okay, you could charge, I'll just give you $15 because my car doesn't take much on gas. And she knew that, and she took advantage of me, let me tell you. So, once it was time to go, we go to the gas station, and I'm like, okay, where's my gas money? And they're like, oh, here's $10. So I'm like, okay, like, give me this $10, but I'm gonna need another $5 when we come back because I told y'all 15. So eventually we end up getting down there. Her boyfriend get mad because I beat him down there on the freeway. So we go down there, he sells his car, whatever, we drive back. So, once we drive back, or whatever, right? Once we're driving back to whatever, he's like, oh, can you drop us off around the corner from your house because now we want to buy a car. And I'm like, okay, y'all didn't tell me all this. Y'all didn't tell me that y'all wanted to buy a new car and go. But I'm like, okay, it's around the corner from my house, so I'll drop you guys off and I'll take you. Y'all, I took them over there. He was there for a long time. Mind you, we live in the desert, so it was so hot outside. It was so hot, and I'm so dramatic, like, I can't do this no more. I can't do it. It's too much. It's too much. I was like, I can't do this heat when I can just go home. Y'all over here buying a car. So it was taking them so long. So I was like, okay, I'm going home. I'm not about to wait here for y'all to buy a car because it doesn't make no sense to me. You guys are getting a car and you guys are going home. They live the opposite way, like an hour away. So it was gonna take her boyfriend a long time, John, to buy a car from this guy who lived around the corner from our house. So Candace decided that she was gonna come to my house because it was only around the corner. Only around the corner, literally, you guys, like, you make the block and it's right there. So she came to my house, and you can already tell that he was kind of mad that she was going to my house and leaving him over there by himself. But so what? It was her decision. I'm like, okay, so you either gonna go with me or you not. Like, you gotta make up your mind. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna go because it's hot and it's gonna take a long time. So he was like, fine, go over there. So I'm like, okay, get to my house. We there for a good, like, hour or two. And she keeps calling her boyfriend and he's not answering his phone. Or she calls him and she keeps calling him and he answers and he's like, oh, I'm still around the corner at the house. Time goes by. It's like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. And he's like, oh, I'm around the corner. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to pick you up right now. By this time, she has to go to work. And she lives all the way in freaking, like I said, an hour away. So, and she doesn't have no car because he has a car and he bought a car. But he's mad at her because, she came to my house. And because she was just at my house, like, so he was being petty and was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna pick you up now. So she's sitting there mad, like, what do you mean that, like, they sitting there arguing, and I'm like, being a good friend that I am, I'm like, okay, since you gotta go to work, I will take you to work, right? I would take you to work. But, like, and I would even do it out of the kindness of my heart and not charge you no gas money and forget because you need to go to work. And what he did was wrong. He was being petty because you came to my house, right? And since he was being petty or whatever, I was like, fine, I'll just take you. It's not that far. I don't have no gas, but that's what a good friend would do, right? So, y'all, I drove her. I was with my other friend. My other friend, I'm just gonna call her Destiny. That's her real name. I'm gonna call my friend Destiny. I was with my friend Destiny, and she was riding with me out there, and we was just all in the car the whole time, like, man, like, this is wrong. Like, why would he do this to you? Like, he knew you had to go to work. Like, he brought you all the way out here. We was just sitting there, you know, typical girl stuff, sitting there talking mess because why would you do that to somebody? Like, the nerve. Like, and plus she took care of him. Like, she was basically his mama. So it was like, girl, she was in there like, oh, I'm about to leave him. That's the last straw. Don't believe your friends when they say, oh, this is the last straw. I ain't going back to him. Because yes, they are. Yes, they are, girl. Yes, they are. So, once we get back to her house, right, because it was her house, or her sister's house, and once, I'm telling y'all, as soon as we got there, oh, my tongue, I ate some Takis. I'm telling you guys, as soon as we pulled up, so was he. It took all of me, y'all, just to not lose it. I'm like, so you could have just brought her home? Like, you really wasn't gonna pick her up? Like, you really wasn't about to pick her up. Like, you was really, like, leaving. And you was really about to leave her there. Like, you are a grimy person. We drove all the way out here. They sitting in there arguing, y'all. And they're sitting there arguing, and he's like, oh, I'm not gonna put my hands on her or anything. I'm like, I know you not. Like, you not bold. Like, he's like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm like, why would you leave her out here and stuff like that? So y'all, let me tell you, take her to work, because they were still fighting in that whole apartment. They was fighting, but it was like, they was fighting, but he wasn't leaving. So it was like, okay, like, I don't know how to explain it. He wasn't leaving, but it was like they weren't getting back together, but it wasn't like he wasn't leaving type stuff. So, okay, so once I went and I dropped her off at work, she was telling him to leave. Mind you, he was still there. She was telling him to leave. And me and my friend, we went and dropped her off at work, and we was driving back home. Not even as soon as we get home, she gets back together with him. She's like, oh yeah, that's my boyfriend. Your boyfriend done left you. I said, you could have at least like left him for 2 days or 2 hours or something. Like, you could have did something. You could have proven your point some other way. Like, you could have came back another day. Like, within the same hour you went back to him and you wasted my money. Oh no, girl. Now I'm gonna charge you gas money for me driving out there, me driving back, and I'm gonna charge you the money that and I'm gonna charge you the money that y'all didn't pay me for taking y'all all the way far out there when I picked y'all up. What's up, petty? Y'all, is that petty? Is it petty? I don't think so. So he's like, oh no, well, you see what had happened is he apologized. And I said, well, I don't care about his apology. I took you out there as a kindness of my heart because he left you out at my house, y'all. So then she gonna have the nerve to say, oh well, I don't owe you no money, he owes you money. And I'm like, oh, see, she playing with me now. She playing with me. Y'all, the girl was playing with me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get this money back one way or another. So yes, what I did. I went online. I went to judgejudy.com and I submitted everything that I done told y'all into that document and sent it to Judge Judy. Now what? So it was like not even probably, it was probably like 2-3 weeks later, Judge Judy messaged me back, y'all, and she was like, okay, tell us what happened, how much you need, and how much you're asking for. She's like, tell how much you're asking for and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, this is this and this, like, I need it and I need to get my money back pronto. So Judge Judy, they sent me a date to appear on the show. Yes, y'all, Judge Judy sent me a date to appear on her show. It was somewhere downtown LA, like in Hollywood or whatever, to the studio. So I'm like, I'm about to get my money one way or another. So I sent her the cease and desist letter from Judge Judy and told her, meet me on this day at this studio because I'm taking you to court. So then she's like, oh, well, you know, I can't do that. I can't do that because John, he owes you money, not me. Like, she was like, oh, I can't make it on that day. And I'm like, oh, we'll see you in court. So, for us to go to court or whatever at Judge Judy. And she's like, oh, I can't make it. Girl, honey, y'all, this girl was like, well, I can't show up on that day, so I'm sorry, but you're not about to get your money. Y'all, that was the hardest day of my life. That was like the hardest day of my life, y'all, because you had me right into Judge Judy. Get on Judge Judy. Take you all the way far. Take you all the way home to your job, and you not gonna give me my money? Oh, you not a real friend. You gonna run me my money. So every time she calls me, she like, oh, I can't, well, I don't have it right now. I can't give you that money. And I'm like, oh, well, when you got that $30, call me, girl. Click. So, and or she'd be like, can I borrow? Can I have $10? I'd be like, oh, nope, you better add that money on to the 30 that you owe me, and then I give it to you. Secondly, when we was at the store, we was at Walmart, and she's like, you know what? I'm tired of you asking for your funky little $30. And I'm like, all of a sudden, it's a little funky little $30. It wasn't a little funky little dollars when I was taking you back to work, was it? And she was like, you know what? I don't even got time to deal with it right now. You know, like, she's like, I don't even got time to. So, you guys, should I continue to be petty, or should I just let this whole situation go? I feel like if you see one of your friends on Snapchat living their best life, going here, buying this and buying that, and they owe you some money, you gonna be looking at them like, girl, what is you doing? You owe me some money while you over here going on trips to who knows where, to Las Vegas or to wherever you want to go. While you taking trips, where my money at? So y'all, if you think that I was petty, or that I still am petty because I won't let this $30 go, and she did not show up to court, so do you think I should write Judge Judy again? Or you guys, like, what do you guys think that I should do? Should I just let it go, or what? Let me know in the comments down below, y'all, because, you know, it's not because I'm broke. It's just the principle of the thing. How you gonna take him back just that quick? I would have left you too if I knew you was gonna go back with him. Like, so now I feel some type of way. So now you owe me some type of money. Y'all, just give me your opinions down below on what you think. If you have any questions or you want to see me do any types of videos, comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at Kiara Bardashian and on Snapchat at Kiki Kardashian. Thank you for watching this video. Without further ado, let's conclude. Bye.